Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Valsha. It's been a while since we've seen each other. I got married, you know, as you do when you disappear from YouTube for over a month. Anyway, usually around every quarter or so, I like to go over the manga that I've been collecting, reading, and any anime I may have been watching, but I didn't really pick up anything in these past few months, except the newest Twilight Princess manga that came out, which is Volume 8. Not as eventful as the last volume. They basically just went up to Sky Island, but still a pretty good adaptation of the game, so I'm enjoying it. And the only other manga that I picked up, I got while I was at a used bookstore. I saw it on the shelf, decided to check it out. I completely missed this hype train when it came out, but that's RWBY, and I hope this is the first volume. If it's not the first volume, I'm gonna be very confused. But I saw it, decided to check it out, and hoping that I like it so I could check out more of the manga adaptation. And besides manga, what I've really been collecting recently has taken hold of me and put me into basically figure collecting hell. But before we get to the figures, I actually have a few keychains to show you guys. So first one I want to show are these adorable keychains of Rin and Miku. This is from the song Dreaming Little Bird. It is a Vocaloid classic. It is one of the most beautiful and harmonic Vocaloid pieces out there. If you haven't heard the song Dreaming Little Bird, definitely go check it out. The original is by Rin and Miku. It's a very gorgeous song, and I'm very happy to actually have the keychains that are based off of it. There is a Miku figure of it as well, but there's no Rin counterpart, which makes me very sad because Rin is just as much a part of the song as Miku is. But I'm very happy that there's keychains and that they have those, so at least I could collect that from the song. And after that, we have some more Vocaloid keychains. But before I get to that, the seller that I bought this from actually sent me the most adorable postcard as well. It is so cute. It has Rinlen and Luca on it, and then in the background you have Kaito, Meiko, and Miku. But it's so cute. I've seen this artist around a lot. I cannot remember who they are at the top of my head. If I figure it out, I will leave a note in the video. But I've seen this Vocaloid artist around before, and it's just very adorable art. Why is it a postcard? I don't know. Who's actually going to use it as a postcard? I'm not. So I have all 6 of these keychains, so all of the Krypton 6 characters. And it's from this adorable box set of them, featuring them all with different animals. It's very cute. So I bought them all, and it all started when I was just shopping and browsing on Goods Republic, and I saw this keychain of Len with a penguin. And if that just isn't the cutest thing I've ever seen, and I'm like, that is adorable. And of course, usually when there's one of them, there's gonna be more of them. They usually come in a set for the Krypton Vocaloids. And then after I saw Len, I came across Luca with, I want to say these are alpacas, they could be llamas, I can't tell the difference. But once I saw Luca, I was like, well, you know what? I just need all 6 of them. To the internet, I went to see if I could find a seller who was selling all of them. So I have Len, I have Luca, then you have Rin with adorable little birds, very cute. And then Meiko in this keychain, she has little cats. And Kaito, adorable. Not only is he with a polar bear, but the polar bear has ice cream, which is of course his character item. And then last, we have Miku, just super adorable because she is featured with a bunny, and I love them all. Okay, so now the moment that you are all probably here for, all the Vocaloid figures. So it all started with this Rin. So these are the Winter Live versions. I thought Rin was just by herself for some reason. I was wrong, because then I discovered Len. And when there's a Rin, there's usually a Len, and I have to buy both. But it didn't stop there, because then I found out there was Miku. Of course there's a Miku. Why did I think there wasn't a Miku? I don't know. But I blame this Miku, I blame this whole set for the downward spiral I went into of Vocaloid hell, because, you know, it's just, why take responsibility for my actions when I can blame it on singing robots? First, we have Rin here. So she is adorable. She is the easiest one to put together by far. You basically just take her out of the box, put her in the stand, she's good to go. She's very cute. I really love her expression. And I gotta say, like, I'm not a fan of prize figures, which will be shocking for the rest of this video. I usually stick mainly to scales, but this was a prize figure I really liked, and I'm pretty impressed by the quality of it. Because typically prize figures aren't this well done. They've been getting better in recent years, but I'm just usually not a fan of them. But I love this Rin. She looks great. Then next we got her counterpart, which is Len. So Len is also pretty easy to put together. I'd say the most difficult part is putting the drumsticks into his hands. I love that his color scheme is basically blue as opposed to Rin's red. So it's kind of like a matching opposite. That didn't make sense. So it's like opposite colors, but they both look very cute, and he has a good expression as well. Last, we have the problem child, the most difficult to put together. Apparently, according to what I've read from other people who have bought her on the internet, they usually have a difficult time putting her twin tails in, and I guess some people end up breaking them. Like most Miku figures, you really just gotta shove her pigtails into her head or they will not stick. But aside from her twin tails, getting the microphone stand into her hands is pretty difficult. I mean, usually like any figure where you have something difficult and you think you're gonna break it, you just gotta kind of go for it and just hope that it doesn't break. Okay guys, so the next figures I'm going to be showing you are actually from the Project Diva games. So I actually have the Rin and Len remote control prize figures, and from them I actually was really impressed with the quality. So I knew that Miku had a few out, but my gosh, has it been a while since I've seen how much she really had. Okay, so first on the list, this is from the song Tricolor Airline. She is called the cabin attendant. So this is her box right here. Usually with prize figures, from what I've noticed, they usually never show the figure through the box. Normally like scale figures do. And I imagine these are probably like the Taito figures where they're, you know, in the crane games and everything. So some of them are packaged in the plastic shells and some of them are just packaged in bubble wrap and like a cardboard shell. So I guess it really depends on the figure that you're getting. But for this one, this is what she looks like. She is extremely easy to put together. It's basically, you just kind of take her out of the box, put her on her stand, and I think it's just, yeah, it's this arm right here is the only piece that you really just have to put in, and then bam, she's done. She's very cute. It would be really cute if they released the prize figures for the other characters as well, because Rin, Luca, and Meiko also have their own versions from Tricolor Airline, but Miku's version is very cute, so I'm happy to have it since, you know, she is the one singing the song. Okay, so next on the list is going to be the Miku from Secret Police. This is her Dark Angel module. So this is the box. It's a little beat up. This one, along with the one I showed previously, I bought used from an online seller. So the box is a little beat up. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. She just came completely in bubble wrap. She came in a lot of pieces, but actually pretty easy to assemble together. So she has a little speaker right here. The base of her, which is basically her whole body, you just have to attach her arm right here. And then she has basically twin drills. So you just have to kind of shove them into her head, like I said, as you usually do for Miku figures. But I love it. It's very cute. She has a really good pose. I love her boots so much. I like that her hair is a pretty bright green. I really like that she has a little bit of variation to her hair. So next on the list, speaking of switching up the style of Miku's either hair or her eye color, in this case it's going to be cat food with the module Pirata. And I love that she has golden eyes. I mean, the song is called Cat Food, and obviously a lot of cats have yellow eyes. So here is her box. She is so incredibly easy to put together, and she comes not in a plastic shell, just a little cardboard shell with a lot of bubble wrap. But she comes in 4 parts, including her base. So you have her base, her legs, her awesome skirt that she has going on here, and then the top part of her body. I love her pose. It's so fun. I love that she looks very cat-like, but I just love this design. It's so different, so unique, and it's fun. Like, I love the striped stockings, and the base is fun too. Like, I've noticed with usually prize figures, they usually don't care about the base as much. But when they do, when you add stuff like this that's just like unique to the design, I really love it. And like, she's just a fun design, very quirky. Okay, so next is a figure that's a little bit harder to put together, and that's going to be the Factory Tyrant from Sadistic Music Factory. So here is her box, and here is the Tyrant in all of her glory. All the gears here you have to put on, which I'd recommend putting them on before you attach her arms. You have to attach her arms to her. It's just easier that way. They're a little bit difficult to get past her hands here. She has handcuffs going through her hair. Impossible. Pretty awesome figure. She's a little difficult to put together, mainly just the gears. But other than that, pretty solid and pretty easy to put together. And she's a little bit elevated, which is cool too. Okay, so going in a completely different color scheme, we're gonna move on to Ribbon Girl, which is a very colorful Miku figure. She's very cute. She has a bunch of bows around, actually quite everywhere. That's why she's called Ribbon Girl. But this figure they're using now in the Ohedo Julia Night for the Vocaloid concerts, and I want to see it so badly. She is super colorful. She's very pink, very teal. She has ribbons everywhere, or bows, whatever you want to call them. Her base is a little plain. It just says Miku Ribbon Girl, that's about it. But I love the change in hairstyle. She has her hair in like a half up, half down style, and she has bows everywhere. Listen, if like pink and teal colors are your aesthetic, she will fit. She's very colorful, very pastel-like, and just super fun. She's so cute. All these figures are cute. I don't know why I keep giving them the same description, but she's a very colorful cute. So next is a figure that I believe came out pretty recently. So it's a pretty recent one for these prize figures, and that's going to be the Hatsune Miku Breathe You version. It's from the song Two Breaths Walking. What I like about this figure is the different kind of ombres that are going on. I'd say she's one of the most difficult ones to get together. She levitates, which is awesome. Or, you know, as much as she can levitate. Her stockings have an ombre effect of going from black to red. Same thing with her skirt. What's hard about her for putting her together is her hair. And it's not because it's difficult to put in, it's mainly because usually when you have to put twin tails into Miku's head, you usually try to grab onto another part of the figure to kind of just shove the twin tails into her head. But for this one, she has so many fragile pieces like on her head and all over her that it's like, it just makes you scared that if you try to put her twin tails in, something else is gonna break. But the details on the head are quite gorgeous. They're quite frail. Same thing with the little tails on her skirt here. Definitely a more fragile prize figure compared to the rest of them, but still, I love the ombre red and black effect that she has going on, as well as her hair. It's in her hair as well. You can tell that it goes from like a teal to a more blackish teal color, so I like that they put the detail in that. So the last of the prize figures is a unique one, because as I said before, usually prize figures, you don't see the figure through the box. It's usually just, that's usually something you see more of scale figures, but not in the case of the Infinity module for this Miku, which is from The Intense Singing of Hatsune Miku. I love this version. I love her hair. I love the multicolor hair. I love the red eyes. Love everything about it. And what's interesting is that you actually see her through the box. And this figure, I think, has been released 2 different dates. So let's get her open so I can show you. All right, so this is what Miss Infinity looks like. For once, her hair supports actually make sense to me because they're in the back and they're meant to catch her curls. This figure, incredibly easy to put together. She is all put together. You don't have to assemble her at all except for her hair supports. That's about it. For this Miku in particular, her hair, especially with these curls, very heavy. here she is in all of her glory. Her piercing red eyes, multicolored purple and blue hair. I really wish that Anti the Infinite Holic by Rin and Luca was included in the games as well. Though if they did, I know there's updated versions to their outfits. I wish they would stick to like the original outfits because I like them better. It's a cool figure. I love that she's easy to put together. And yeah, that is it for all of the prize figures. The moment we have all been waiting for. What is this holy grail figure I've been looking for? I've been looking for her for a really long time. And I guess, what is this? Fourth time? Fourth time's the charm because the other 3 times didn't work out. But I got her. I got her now. I finally found somebody selling Harvest Moon. This was actually my first time that I bought something off of my figure collection and I was really happy with it. I'm actually trying to find more figures that way, and that's another reason why I got sucked back into figure collecting, because I made a My Figure Collection account, and ever since I have, anything that's on your wish list, it alerts you when somebody is selling something. And I'm just like, oh no. Very bad for your wallet. You want to save your money? Don't make a My Figure Collection account. But yeah, this is her gorgeous box. I've kind of made it a commitment that I am trying to buy any Vocaloid figure by, I'm trying to buy any Vocaloid figure designed by Rella that comes out because I love her artwork. The details absolutely gorgeous, as scale figures usually are. I love the translucentness of her hair. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful Miku figures. It's very elegant. Alright guys, that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my descendants into Miku figure collecting hell. I plan on doing a figure collection video coming up soon. I've actually, while I've been gone, I have been filming a lot of footage for it. It's just there's some, my husband and I, we have a lot. So it's a lot to film, but I'm hoping to show you guys soon, especially before we move. But obviously, all of these girls I just showed you, and Len, they'll all be in that video. So look forward to that. Aside from figure collecting madness that I've been in recently, I've been watching only really a few animes. Attack on Titan, of course, which apparently is in 2 parts now, and we're gonna have to wait a long time for the last part of the final season. I started watching Shaman King, which I'm so happy about. It's been 20 years. And what else have I been watching? Been watching Higurashi, which has been painful. Been watching some Dragon Quest. What else? Well, I can't really think of anything else. The main thing I've been watching this season is Attack on Titan. That basically took over my life. Oh, and that reminds me. I am in the Dressrosa arc, midway, I guess, in One Piece. Which, guys, I've been into One Piece. I've been watching One Piece for like a year now. Do not let the episode count of One Piece deter you away from actually watching One Piece. Like, don't look at it as like, oh gosh, it has like 900 episodes or 1,000 chapters. No, it is a fun adventure and you will love it. Trust me, One Piece is just, it's such an epic adventure. I really love it. I've been really enjoying it. It's really nice to watch something that my husband has loved for so long, and now like I'm just absolutely in love with it too. I've always been intimidated by how long it was, but like, you don't even think about that while watching. It's so much fun. Check out One Piece. If you've never checked it out, you'll fall in love with it. Anyway, please, like, subscribe. You guys, you know what to do by now. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Miku figure I picked up was, which module or outfit of Vocaloids, or not even just Krypton Vocaloids, but any Vocaloids you would like to see as a figure. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!